Hello, hello, and welcome back to the live stream. Welcome to Who Summoned It, a point-and-click mystery game where we have to do investigation in the Kingdom of Knotgud about who summoned a terrible beast. So we're gonna be using our detective skills. I think it's a kind of, point and click investigation, but mixes it with like the Golden Idol style, fill in the gaps. So we're gonna have to be paying attention and figuring out who could have done it. Obviously, there's gonna be lots of mysteries along the way, right? It's not gonna be just who summoned the beast. It's gonna be a bunch of things. You know, I'm sure there will be various conflicts and that kind of stories for that for kind of fill in the game. Yes, it does seem pretty cute. Obviously, I assume it's gonna be funny in some way, right? Not too serious. And I'm fairly sure it's again a small dev team putting it together. Now, a funny thing that has happened was that when I went to prepare for the stream and got everything together and put it in OBS for the capture, the game actually renders like this. It renders completely upside down. And I was like, well, that is going to be a problem, because even funnier, if I use OBS to then flip it the right way around, my cursor is upside down. So then you can't see what I'm doing. So, but I've managed to fix it, I think. I've managed to fix it, so I think in this mode, it's both the right way around, and you will be able to see the cursor in the right position, and everything will be fine. Hopefully. If not, then yes, we'll be playing on hard mode. Yes, nothing like some technical difficulties to, start a stream. Good thing I checked those games beforehand, because otherwise that would have been a panic just to start. So that's a little bit of funny knowledge about this. Like, it renders fine on my screen, but I put it in OBS and it's upside down, so I don't know how is that even possible. But yes, that's for the intros. So yes, welcome everyone. Welcome Klaus, welcome Crystal, welcome Digibob, welcome Last Boy Standing. As always, it's good to see you all. And yes, we can go into a new game and see what the story actually is beyond the short description. And welcome, Ava. You've made it just in time. Spooky eyes. Spooky mouth. It's the monster. It's coming for the castle. Oh no. Maybe it's not misunderstood. Maybe it's truly evil. Unofficial truthmeister for hire. Oh, hello. It's like a little imp. Just standing by the road being like, please give me a job. Just wants to give a big hat. Maybe. No one's hiring you. Oh no. Days tried. Oh, yes, the job market's hard these days. So many days they're just beside it. When you're feeling down, keep your ears up, Mom. Oh, thanks, Mom. Someone sent us a letter. What does it say? Truthmeister, the kingdom needs you. Yes, finally a job. We're no longer unemployed. Oh, straight into the council. The Kingdom of Knotgud is in peril. Mountain King, Rorgash, Cloud Queen Aurora. Who could have wrought such tragedy? Our kingdoms might be next. Vampire Queen Veldrick. Okay, there's vampires. My son is in Knotgud. We must act now. Sea King Thaddeus. Blop blop blop. Thank you, Valius, for your input. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We will investigate at once. Only the elite society of hard-boiled truth seekers are capable of such a task. The truthmeisters. Yes, the truthmeisters. That gang is top-notch. I've already sent for their best and brightest. Is it us? Are we the best and brightest? Or this is gonna be another Herman Merman situation? Splendid. Let's meet this truthmeister. I'm pleased to introduce truthmeister extraordinaire, Riki Rocktoe. Hi! That us? I'm Riki. I got your letter. Thanks for inviting me. Most people just throw rocks until I go away. Oh, that's sad. Don't worry. I'm real good at finding the truth. Put it down, Thaddeus. Plop. Yeah, he's got a rock. He was going to just... Calm down, Thaddeus. You're a truthmeister, are you? Where's your official truthmeister top hat? Oops, forgot our hat. Well, I'm not technically speaking. When you say official, official is a funny word, right? We might be a lying truthmeister. On with it. We have no time to waste. This investigation requires the utmost discretion. Riki will be keeping a low profile. You know, to really get at the root of this thing. Very clever. Really get at the root of it, Riki. I suppose as long as you're hard-boiled. You are hard-boiled, aren't you? No, ma'am. I'm decidedly soft-boiled. But my mom used to say, what I lack in capability, I make up in haggability. Oh yes, we're so haggable. Haggability. Yes. Well, I've not come empty-handed to this endeavor. I've brought an item of great power to assist our truthmeister. Salt-boiled eggs are your preferred egg type anyways. I mean, yes, you don't want the yolk to be a completely hard ball. Though I wouldn't hag them. Like, hagging a soft-boiled egg, that's just a mess waiting to happen. A scroll of truth. A truthmeister relic made from ethically sourced imp skin. Aren't we some sort of imp? Is it made out of our own kind? Imbued with the essence of the only truthmeister to achieve the rank of foe slayer. What good could a haunted piece of paper do? Only the absolute truth may be committed to its page. Then ask it who is responsible for this. The truth must be unraveled bit by bit. An incredibly powerful item in the hands of a truthmeister. Whatever it is, we must act. My son is in danger at this very moment. Is your son the monster, maybe? Crystal's already ready with the theories. I think one of the people in this county is trying to destroy the kingdom to gain more power. I suspect Cloud Queen. She looks so perfect. Yes, she's playing this role of, oh yes, I want to help everyone. But she's really evil. Maybe. I concur. Riki, you shall be sent to Knotgud at once. I mean, she's the one that got us on the job, right? And if we're a fake truthmeister and we might be incompetent, then obviously it would be in her favor that she thinks we won't be able to, you know, find her evil plan. So, Is Knotgud the town or some kind of food? Do I need to wear shoes? He's already blending in seamlessly with the Knotgud folk. Such dedication to the craft. Good show. Craft? And with that, your transport awaits. You shall make haste to Knotgud. Bloop, 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 blip. Don't let the truth escape, Riki. I mean, yes, this council seemed a bit like completely unfazed by the fact that we might be lying about who we are, right? So suspicious / they're all just incompetent, or we've cast a powerful spell and they don't know what we've done. I can't believe it. I'm finally a real truthmeister. I think. Or maybe this is all a mistake. No. I'll find the truth. No matter... What is that? Yep, there it is. There's the monster just stomping on the castle. Oh, no. That's what attacked Knotgud? Okay, we've discovered Knotgud as a clue. Hello, very much craft. Okay, we look a bit scared. A truthmeister finds the truth, no matter what it takes. Examine points of interest to gain clues you will use for mysteries. Yes. Riki has a keen intuition. If you're feeling lost, come here to ask Riki for a hint. Okay, so Riki, well, it's the character we were kind of with. We're that character. They're actually our hint giver. Or are we the scroll? You can access the tutorial at any time. Okay, that's just, you know, if we need a tutorial. Okay. So we got the scroll and we will be able to submit things here. Do we have to make sentences or no? I guess we're waiting first for a mystery to appear before we do anything, right? We don't just fill in like whole sentences. Okay, so we can look at things basically. That's how this game works. So this is Knotgud. You finally hit the big time, Riki. Yep. Okay, there's some giant beanstalk. Vines. I've never seen vines so big. Okay, we can walk over to the bridge. I assume go into town. We can look at the monster, that's important. Look at that big thing. It's turned the castle into rubble. Yep, it's pretty... Is that a ship and it has a pie on the sail? A, why is there a giant ship in this town? B, pie? Yeah, okay, I've never seen vines so big. Anything else around here? No, okay, let's go. The ship of your people. Let's go into town then. Okay, we've got a guard looking very bored. Turnips! There's a rock under me. A truthmeister leaves no stone unturned. Except that one. Okay, they're like, I'm not touching that. There could be bugs. Ah, there's something hiding in the grass. There's a skull. Or some sort of mask. That's a creepy mask. And strange place to find it. Yes, who left it there and why? There's also some sort of scratches on the tree. What's that on the tree? It looks like big claw scratches. Yes. Was someone pretending to be a scary monster in this mask? Okay, that's the board. It's in the magic bags of hoarding across the street from Sitting Star Tavern. Okay, someone really wants their bags to be noticed. Can we read any other notices? I can read the notice board with the ads everywhere. Maybe I could take some down. Yeah, exactly. Could you like... Yes. Let's remove the ads. We don't need ads in our life. Let's see what's here. No. Now those ads are gone. Let's read some ads. we need ad block. World famous sweetened potato pies at the Sitting Star. Sweetened potato pies. Okay. Not sure. Because it's not like sweet potato pie, it's sweetened potato pie, as in you put normal potato and you added sugar. Keep vampires out of Knotgud. They steal blood. Yep, apparently they do. What else? Why is all our paper so tattered? Welcome to the future. Yes, welcome to the future. Some sort of rat wearing a sailor uniform. Strange that the monster only attacks the castle. It hasn't touched the city at all. Well, maybe it had orders. Maybe someone's controlling the monster to only attack the castle. Not your people. You don't want sweet potato pie. What else? There's some sort of triangle symbol. Looks like someone drew a green symbol on the board. Yes. Secret organization. And there's some sort of text. But I can't really read it. So something M, something ELST. I wonder what that could be. Yes. Okay, you can't see this super behind me, but it's like a poster of a cat holding a knife. It do not have knife. I wanted to convey danger. It looks menacing. Okay, is there a dangerous cat in the area? Notice, new King Brute has perished last night at Knotgud Castle. Or at Knotgud Castle. Okay, so I assume the monster has killed the king. Notice, yes, the king has perished. Entry into Knotgud is prohibited without official business. If you're anyone you know has experience dealing with shadow creatures, please contact the nearest guard immediately. Everything is under control. Everything is under control. Thank goodness. I don't think everything is under control. I was worried I might be the only one working on this. Yeah, we might be the only one working on this. And of course there's a map. Yes, so we've got the bridge here where we are. There's a path around to the turnips. There was a sign for turnips and that goes through the back. There's a house in the tree, stuff like that. Yes, there's the ship. Okay, it's actually in the town. It's like on dry land. So I guess it might be something to do with that whole pie place. Then there's some tower as well, and obviously road to the castle, although the castle is worse for wear right now. Okay, so what does the guard have to say? Guard Duncan. He's asleep. He's asleep on the job. Theme park for sweetened potato pie? I mean, maybe, if that's like the one thing they got going for them. Excuse me. Halt. Halt right there. I'm on strict orders to guard Knotgud today, little sir. Some kind of monster called a boogloo is causing trouble. I'm sure you've seen it. That means no one gets in without official business. I don't suppose you have any of that. I'm Riki Rocktoe, truthmeister. I'm here to investigate that very situation. So if you excuse me, I'll just pay on my way in. He's not gonna let us in, right? We're gonna have to, like, trick him or something. Halt it now. Acting like some important muckety-muck to get past the guard, are ya? You're not the first to try. I'll be needing proof. I have the scroll of truth. Proof. By golly, that is a scroll of proof. Scroll of truth. Although... not much truth on it now, is there? You get a bit of parchment to say why you're here and prove you're a truthmeister. Then I'll let you into Knotgud. Till then, go bother someone else and let me catch up on some work. I can use the scroll of truth to fill out my first mystery. Then I can get into Knotgud. Oh, crumpet crumbs. I don't know what words to write down. Maybe if I look around I can find some clues. Yes, okay, so now they're teaching us how we're gonna actually play this game, right? Not just, oh, here's a scroll, good luck. But first we gotta talk to him. Select a topic to discuss, meet more people to unlock more topics. Okay, so yes, we can talk to him about the disaster. Use the upper left tabs to view various clues you've discovered to fill in the blanks. Okay, we can't talk to him. That was just to tell us we would be able to talk to people. So words on the left, selects the tabs in the upper right to find your mysteries, then select mystery to view it. Yes, so that's gonna be, we're gonna have multiple things going on at a time. Who goes there? Okay, so now we can talk to him. So let's talk about the disaster. Can you tell me what happened last night? Surely, I will never forget it. There was a festival last night to celebrate the royal wedding. I stood vigilant at the princess's side all night, repelling innumerable ne'er-do-wells with my presence alone. When the time came, I escorted the royals to the castle for the ceremony. There was some kind of a hold-up and everyone was getting restless, so I passed time by making out a sketch of the ceremony. Can I see it? Nah, it's not very good. I doodle sometimes on long shifts. The wedding bells got my attention. That's when I noticed Princess Primrose running outside. I followed her to the castle gate, where we saw the colossal figure of the Boogaloo rise into the night sky. With just a few steps, that monster was upon us. Okay, so it happened during the royal wedding, so it might have been someone trying to stop the wedding. Tearing down the castle like it was made of sand. That's why he sleeps. I mean, it seems like he was falling asleep during the wedding as well. We fled into the town. We had no choice. The castle was smashed to smithereens. I'm just grateful I wasn't in there. I don't want to be smithereens. It's been stomping about the rubble since last night. Okay, so yes, the monster, it seems to be just wanting to destroy the castle, right? Someone summoned it specifically to do that. It's not attacking the town. As if Knotgud didn't have enough problems. Now this. Great galloping goblins. Thank the lucky stars you and the princess made it out. I wonder why it left Knotgud alone. Your guess is as good as mine, but hopefully better, truthmeister. Yes, hopefully. So you have any gossip? Hello, Sam. Welcome, welcome. There was a theft from the castle days before all this. I think it might be related, but all they took was a big old painting. Well, that might be because that's how they cast the spell. It was a royal portrait that hung in the main hall. What would anyone want with that? Cast a spell? Do a curse? Now the vault key went missing right from my own pocket. Oh. I might have rested my eyes for a minute or two, sure. Yeah, exactly. He just sleeps on the job all the time. Lately I just can't seem to get enough sleep. I've been using this wonder wax. It's supposed to help with fatigue. It's probably a scam. It should start working any day now. So, tell me about yourself. Exactly one guard in this whole castle? Listen. Budget is, you know, low. Costs have been too high. They had to do with what they had. Name's Duncan. I'm the town guard. Yes, the town guard. As in, the only one. I could use a day off. I admit it's been difficult to keep my eyes open lately. I mean, if he's the only guard, then yes, he's not getting much sleep. And someone might be poisoning him, right? Like, they might actually be making him sleepy on purpose, so he's not guarding very well. New King Brutch took to the throne about a week ago. Seemed fine enough. He was like just like his father. Only strange thing is that he was adamant about having a diamond as the royal emblem. It was very first thing he did. They're still in the process of changing out the old ones. Gave us new uniforms and everything. If that's what the king wants, that's what he gets. Alas, he's gone now. Buried in the castle rubble. Yes, so the king got killed. Yes, fancy royal wedding, much more important than security. Exactly, right? They were like, change all the uniforms and decoration and the emblem to diamond. Have a fancy royal wedding. That's what they had money for. Money for security? Nah. And that's where it got them. You know, maybe it's someone they fired, right? They were like, we don't have money for castle wizard. You know, redundancies, lay him off. And then the castle wizard is like, we'll see about that. Summons a giant monster. Princess. Princess Primrose has been in her family tomb all day. She won't leave the graveyard. Can you imagine your family's kingdom being torn down on your wedding day? Safe to say, the wedding is off. With the king gone, she will be Queen Primrose now. That's a heavy burden to bear. Okay, so she was getting married, but not to the king. The king is her father then. So who's the husband? Okay, so we've talked about everything to him that we can talk to him about. Go on now. So what can we do with our scroll? The official business. The guard won't let me pass until I prove why I'm here. It's because they recently coronated something of something, unfortunately something, when a something rampaged and something, the something with him in it. Okay. So, wow, that's a lot of words. So, the recently coronated new king. Can we put this here? Yes, we can. Of something, of Knotgud. Unfortunately, he died. Is there died? Yeah, we start with like a whole set of words for just various verbs and whatever. Perished, okay. Perished is the word they used when a boogaloo, because that's what he said the monster was called, rampaged and what, destroyed the castle. Yes, destroyed the castle with him in it. Yes, we've solved the mystery. We know why we're here. Good job, us. We're not completely incompetent at our job. That's it. I'll go show the guard. I've got official business. Yes, hey guard. Here you are, sir guard. Let's see. Blah blah, destroyed castle, yada yada. That's about sums it up. You can go on through. No need. Open and shut case. I found out what happened to Knotgud. Monster got it. My work here is done. Now, hold on a second. That monster did just wander into Knotgud? Is that so? That thing isn't from our world. Must have been summoned. I guess that's an interesting detail. You didn't find the whole truth yet, have you? Well, are you going to make me say it? Say what? Say the title. Say the title. Who summoned it? Ah! I was hoping this would be easy. It never is, truthmeister. Who goes there? Okay, well, we've discussed everything with him already, so that's fine. Well, we can roll credits. I mean, yes, we've figured it out. A monster came, destroyed the castle, and, you know, he's already admitted that they did it, so really, we're just here to visit the place. Yeah, more words would be added, although I'm not sure they're gonna add more blue words. It might be that this is all like blue words we're getting for the game, because it's just, you know, various verbs and numbers, and then the new words are gonna be coming into the pink and green categories. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? Well, he said we can go into the town, but actually, I want to go explore the turnips. Okay, there is some guy with a turnip, and he looks like he's been trying to chop through the vine. And there's a skeletal hand. Yes, so there's a ring that says love. Is that an entire arm? I hope it isn't normal for Knotgud. It's wearing a gold ring that says love on it. Yes, but it also looks like it has teeth marks. Okay, then it just... Okay, we can't, like, inspect the little bits and pieces on the items. Quite an intimidating list. Well, I'm sure we can work some things out. So, what are you doing, dude? He must use it when I'm not looking. Yes, because he's just standing here staring at it, but looks like he's been trying to chop through. Hey, not good citizen. Who's there? Farmer Herbert. No need for alarm. I'm Riki Rocktoe. Once a cheesemeister. Now I'm a truthmeister. I'm here to investigate the events of last night. So what happened to the cheese? I'd like to ask you some questions. Oh. Truthmeister, huh? Himmelstick said you might show up. The name's Herbert. They call me a turnip farmer. But I'm more of a cultivator and shepherd of turnips. He's like, oh, my turnip. Guiding them from the earth and into our hearts. Now let me interest you in a nice cold turnip fresh from the dirt. That's like 6 steps. We should certainly take that. None of that pretentious sugar and spice here. Just the pure turnip experience. No thanks. No hungry. They're not just for eating, you know. You can do anything with nature's most terrific taproot. You can use one as a paperweight. Carve one into an attractive yard sculpture. This one here makes a fine friend. I just like being around it. Their only limit is your imagination. If you don't like turnips, it's your fault. Okay, well, he's got certainly some opinions about them turnips. So, what you think about the monster, huh? Were you here during the disaster last night? I sure was. It happened in my turnip field. Wow, right in your own turnip field? That's right, my turnip field is cursed. All my turnips are withering away. Wilton, the guy who runs the Wonder Shop, said he was going to help me uncurse it. Or at least his minion, Himmelstick, said he would. It didn't always make sense, but magic never does. But I knew he could do it. He's the most magic in town. He even showed up wearing the most magic mask he won from the festival. Then all those other people in festival mask came out of nowhere. A bunch of turnip cursing friends came to ruin it. Suddenly, crack, bush. Ah! Next thing I know, a big old bull was stomping around on my turnips. Giant vines started growing up into the sky from my turnip field. I just planted those precious little bundles of joy. Golly, that's scary. What did you do then? I've run away. Now I'm stuck out here. Can't get into town or back to my farm. Okay, so a whole thing. He thinks it was about his turnips, completely ignores the castle because he's so preoccupied with the turnips. We found a skull and an arm. Yes. Well, yes, the skull was just a mask. Yeah, so it wasn't someone's actual head. But yes, he's talking about some magical assistant from the magic shop, and then the guard was also drinking some things that was supposed to make him not sleepy. So like, is the magic shop responsible for some nonsense in town? Yeah, he's chopping the magical turnip vine. Okay, well, let's see what gossip he has. So you want the truth, Mr. Meister? Okay. Well, here it comes. Someone out to get me. If this isn't proof, I don't know what is. I'm sitting on a financial and cultural gold mine out here. They're jealous and they're cursing my turnips. Now they cursed my field with these vines. What about the boogaloo? That too, they did that too. Now I'll never be able to grow turnips again. But who would do such a thing? If I'm being honest with you, Riki, and I am, it's probably definitely that mother-daughter duo who run the tavern. We're two titans of industry, entwined in an endless struggle. But they've taken it too far this time. Okay, so, I mean, he thinks everyone is out to get him because turnips are the center of the universe, so probably can't be, like, putting too much weight on what he says is the truth. So, talk about yourself. Name's Herbert. Lived here in Knotgud my whole life. I grow turnips, nature's most versatile crop. Yep, okay. Talk to me about the guard. He won't let me into Knotgud. But why? Who's he taking orders from? We don't even have a king anymore. I can't get back to my farm either, so I'm stuck here chopping away. I even offered him a turnip, told him it would perk him right up, and went over my 501 reason turnips will turn up your life. I was only on reason 92. They're great listeners. When he tried to poke me with that spear, but I'm far too agile. I evaded. It's the turnips, Riki. They keep me limber. Okay, so he's just not allowed in town and now he just has to stand here. I'm excited to meet the farmer tavern duo, and they go, the farmer who? Exactly, yes. He has the giant persecution complex, and the people around him are probably like, we've got our own problems. So, what's your opinion about the king who's now dead? Well, this is what we get when the new king takes over, huh? Smashed turnips and broken dreams. No one had ever seen this guy before. He'd never even been to Knotgud. But everyone says he's the rightful heir, so that's that. People were skeptical until he got here and was the spitting image of his dad. But you know, younger. I just hope Knotgud next ruler is more sympathetic to turnip-related issues. Okay, interesting. So, the new king wasn't living in town. No one knew about him. No one was like, oh yes, the old king died and the prince takes the throne, you know, as it normally goes. No. He just arrives and is like, looks exactly like his father but younger. So, is he a son? Or is he the old king having done some magic but then didn't pay whoever did the magic, so they sent a monster after him? Could be. I'm just developing a new theory based on everything anyone says. What about the princess? I used to think she really cared about turnips. Now, I'm not so sure. I am not important because I am a humble farmer with incredible potential. Just look, how could she let this happen? Meanwhile, the Sitting Star Tavern is unscathed. I say we, I don't know, burn down the tavern? It's only fair. Nothing bad happened to anyone else. The castle was destroyed. The new king was inside. It was terrifying for everyone involved, and it will go down as one of the worst days in Knotgud history. Stop trying to make me feel better, Riki. It won't bring back my turnips. Yes, okay, he's just obsessed with his turnips. I wouldn't leave without a turnip. Well, I am leaving without a turnip. Yes, we haven't seen Juan yet. Might turn up later. Really confused about who the princess is in relation to the king. Yes, because first I thought it was a wedding between the king and the princess, right? whichever way, but then it seemed like it was her wedding, but he wasn't the husband, the intended. And therefore, I don't know, yes. We may need to get into town to understand more because the whole situation is a bit confusing. Like, is the new king, the old king, just, you know, given some sort of youth spell, or is he actually a son? Or maybe he's an imposter, right? Maybe the magic here is that he made himself look like the old king, but actually he's not related at all. Yes, there is the vine. Hopefully it won't take long to chop this vine down. Well, I assume we can't just wait for him to do it, so we won't be able to go around the forest and into the field. I'm working on it. I have to take regular breaks to tend to my turnip. It might even be faster to go around. I would if that guard would let me into Knotgud. Yes, okay, but we can go around. We can go into Knotgud, right? Because in theory, if we look at the map, we should be able to go around through the bridge by the castle, and then we will make it to the turnip field eventually, maybe before he's had a chance to even do all the chopping. So let's go into town. So the monster's still up there. It sure likes stomping. Yes, he does. Okay, there is some lady. Yes, Rita's rats. I think her name might be Rita. But let's look around first. Yes, Wilton's Wonder Emporium. So that's the magical shop. What else? Danger. Danger. A beast lurks among us. It stalks at night. Lock your doors. One of us is not as they seem. Yes, the vampire, right? Because the vampire queen was saying, oh yes, my son is not good, so there might be here just sucking out everyone's blood. Danger, yes. Beast stalks at night. Lock your doors. Yes, one of us is not they seem. There's a beast among us. Knotgud sure has a lot of problems. Yes, they do. Okay. An Emporium of Wonders? Knotgud has it all. Hi, Rita. Let's talk to Rita there and her rats. Rita's rats. This must be where to rent all-purpose rats.
Yep, yep.
Wow, cute. Hello there, little lord.
Yep, yep.
Name's Rita. They call me the rat peddler.
Yep, 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 yep.
On account of the peddling of me all-purpose rats.
Yep.
Wanna meet them? Look, she has a whole bag just on her of rats. And rats on her head, rats on her shoulder. She's full of rats.
Yep.
Say hello, Linus. Linus. Linus is not friendly. Oh, I'm not a lord. I'm just Riki. Riki Rocktoe, the truthmeister, in fact. I'm here to investigate what happened last night.
Yep, yep.
Truthmeister,
Yep, yep, yep.
Big proponents of the facts and such, yeah?
Yep, yep, yep.
Well, here's a hard truth now, Riki.
Yep, yep, yep.
I can't be giving out no rats. What with these circumstances? Because of the boogaloo?
Yep, yep.
Well, that's a good reason, yeah?
Yep, yep.
More so, it's to preserve me rat's integrity.
Yep, 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 yep.
Seems some of me clients used rats for illegal activity.
Yep, yep.
Now me rats are distraught.
Yep, yep, yep.
They be struggling with a moral crisis.
Yep, yep.
Just look at Crumpet, Riki. Oh, look at Crumpet. Look at him. Rita, where's your business license? There's no way the town is happy about this. Clearly they're happy. Clearly they're happy to rent some rats and use them for illegal purposes. Oh no, Crumpet.
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm a responsible business owner now.
Yep, yep, yep.
I keep records, of course, which rat's going where.
Yep, yep, yep.
But I was born with what they call facial blindness.
Yep, yep.
Can't tell anyone apart.
Yep, 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 yep.
On top of that, I was also born with an unrelated condition called
Yep, yep.
rat facial blindness.
Yep, yep, yep.
That's something like cruel irony, yeah? Yet you've made it so far in the rodent industry.
Yep, yep.
You sink or you swim, Riki. Anyway, no more rats to go out till I find the culprits that have been putting my employees in hairy situations. I write down a list of physical descriptions to help you recognize my clients. I keep them organized with menu items from the tavern. That way, no one can read me ledger, unless you know basic arithmetic, of course. Thankfully, Knotgud banished education long ago during the literacy outbreak. Oh no, no one can do maths. Well, we can't either. Problem is, I lost my list at the tavern while updating it this morning. Can't find it anywhere. Worried they done thrown it away. See if you can find that, Riki. That'll tell you all you need to know. I've got more than one mystery now. The literacy outbreak, yep. Can't be having that. Oh, the scroll sorted the most important mystery to investigate to the top of the list. Wow, that's a helpful scroll. Yeah, the start mystery at the top is the most important one to complete. You can work on any mystery, but you might need to complete others first to gain important clues. Yes, okay, so it's kind of trying to lead us, you know, what you're supposed to be investigating rather than sending on you on wild goose chases where you can't get information yet. Hello. Okay, so we can speak to her. So, what do you know about this disaster? I was out to run the festival peddling me rats. I was running a promotion to rent a rat and get a free tiny sailor outfit for it. Okay, that explains the leaflet on the board. Needless to say, business was booming. Everyone had a grand old time with the masking festival. Did you get a mask? Not me, Riki. The festival was too ripe a business opportunity to be distracted. Later on, I heard the bell tolls of the wedding are ringing. Next thing I know, everyone be screaming and going wild. I didn't stick around to find out why. I hid in a barrel with me rats. Which is also me house. Okay, she lives in a barrel. I demand to see Crumpet with a tiny sailor outfit on. Yeah, well, we may have to find a way to rent a rat and get an outfit. Before I did though, I seen a giant bat fly from the turnip fields and into the tavern. Okay, that might be the vampire person. I'm not sure what to make of that. The whole ordeal has been especially hard on Quincy here. Ooh, poor Quincy. Poor thing. Any gossip? I'll admit, the Stillbard festival was a grand time while it lasted. It just occurred to me, I hope those rats aren't carrying the plague. I mean, this guy here, he looks a bit evil. So, he might be. I was thinking it might not go well with what now Knotgud feels about Stillbard. With how Knotgud feels about Stillbard. What's a Stillbard festival exactly? There's always a celebration before a wedding, yeah? Well, this one was a Stillbard wedding, so it's a Stillbard festival. Everyone dresses in robes and masks under the full moon. Sounds like a cult. Well, it was a tad disappointing that there was no whoopee ball. Everyone loved the apple bobbin. They did? Oh yeah, highlight of the night, I'd say. Then the bell tower rings 7 times when the wedding starts and everyone cheers and celebrates. So it was 7 o'clock? Or at least that's what they would have last night. But well, you've seen what happened. Yes, instead of the wedding, a giant monster. You know anything about the farmer? Yeah, him? He's always talking about his vegetables, so I suggest a rat or two to help him with the planting. But no, he tells me, he says he can do it on his own. Cyan rats don't possess the finesse and skill to put turnips out the ground. Oh, look, he totally looks like he could pull a turnip out the ground. And also, he has a rock. Is he gonna throw the rock at us? I think we discussed this whole rock throwing situation. Yesterday, he comes back and says, "Yep, give me a rat." Wonder what made him have the change of heart. We've been getting a lot of wards. Our wards collection is filling. Yes, but suddenly he wanted to rent a rat. For illegal activity? What about the guard? Poor Duncan. Always so tired. He's on vacation, he do. And a bath while he's at it. He's been smelling a certain way lately, and it's none too pleasant. Okay, but is it because of bath, or is it because of whatever he's been consuming / drinking that was supposed to help him? Now I know what you're thinking, Riki. She's about to say how rats could guard Knotgud and give old Duncan a reprieve. But that's where you're wrong, Riki. Rats are strictly non-violent. Even Linus. Are you sure about that? Because Linus doesn't seem sure. He's just has a rough exterior. Deep down, he's a soft, sweet, innocent angel baby. Yeah, tiny rat guards with little guard uniforms. Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced about Linus, but she says he's not violent. What do you think about the new king? He wasn't king long, was he? What a shame. Let's hope the next one has better luck. What about the princess? I hear she barely escaped the castle as it crumbled around her. Wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now. She's next up to rule Knotgud. Got a right mess on her hands, she do. Tell me about yourself, rat peddler. Name's Rita. I bring rats to the good folk of Knotgud. I intend to bring our own Knotgud out the dark age. I intend to bring our own Knotgud out the dark ages. I do, and rats will be lighting the way. Okay, so that's all right now. We can ask her about off you go then. Yeah, Rita does not care about the king. I guess it's because the king didn't care about the rats, and she's just like, if you don't care about rats, you're dead to me. Okay, so we've got a plenty. Okay, so the mystery of the rodent request. The rat peddler won't lend out any more all-purpose rats until she's identified 2 suspects who used her rats for illegal activity. The culprits are written in her ledger, but she fears it was thrown away at the tavern. The culprits are something and something. Okay, so we need to get to the tavern in order to figure out who did that. But we can visit the Wonder Emporium before we go further in town. Hello. Is that who the farmer was talking about? I forgot the name. And also this pug here with this giant spike collar. Oh my god, it's actually alive. It's blinking. Okay, well, let's look at all the things first. A magical deal must be better than a regular one. Yes, it says even the deals are magical. No refunds. We've got a hedgehog on a stick. Imp Himmelsticks. A mace made by the wonders of Wilton's talents. Not only will your enemies face the biting stings of the mace's impact, but will be victim once again to the stinging bite of the mace's mouth. Wow, magic really is incredible. Yes, it's just a hedgehog attached to a stick. That pug has seen things, yes. Hello, Firefly. Are you here? Just to sit on me? Yeah, okay. What we have? Sharpened for over 2 whole hours by Wilton's own magical hands. Even the magicless may invoke this one's enchantment of stab you to puncture your foes. Simply trust the wand at anything you wish cast its spell upon. Yeah, so it's basically a magical wand that's just a sharp stick and you just go stab ya, stab ya, stab ya. Go try it on the guard. Okay, something's been sold. Rings of everlasting love. Look like someone bought them. Well, I mean, we saw the hand with the ring of love, so it didn't end well for them. Someone bought them. You wanna say hi? Hmm? Say hi to everyone. Just when I need my shoulder. I bet everything in this shop is a fake. Yeah, it does start to sound like this, right? He's like, oh yeah, it's a magical wand that lets you cast spell of stabbing. What kind of creature is this? How many creatures is this? Is a better question. Yes, it looks like you put together a fish and a frog and some sort of horn. Wonder wax. This is what the guard was using to not be sleepy. Wilton's wonder wax. Need a bit of magic to spice up some boring, stupid, non-magic stuff? You need Wilton's famous wonder wax. Wilton's secret recipe will add a touch of magic to anything in your life. Will cause numbness when exposed to skin. This one's really magic. I wonder what I could use this for. You could... Look at him exposing his belly. It's like, should we give him scritches? Scritchy, scritchy, scritches. Throw it in at the tavern window. Into the window. All over the pie ingredients. Why would I do that? I'll give you 2 crumbs. 2 crumbs? No, better not. Blah. Okay, yes, I'm starting to suspect everything in this shop is fake, and they're just scamming people. Magical prices, no refunds. Wilton's wonder wax, 10 good, 2 crumb. Yep, we're back. Yes, my internet just randomly decides like it doesn't want to do this anymore. But it looks... No, it was my internet being terrible. Anyway, I think I've noticed fairly quickly, so I just started looking at this magic book. So hopefully that was where we were. That's what you've seen. I wasn't offline for ages. So yes, in this edition we'll cover the fundamental aspects of magic and what it's used for. Some may call it magic, or either force, or even sufficiently advanced technology. It's all magic, and they're not fooling anyone. But what is magic? Where does it come from? Why is it here? Stop asking those questions. The more you define magic, the more wild and unknowable it will become, like a beautiful, untamable beast. Okay, well, let's read the chapter on magic. Us mortals are not meant to peek behind the veil. In fact, I'm really sticking my neck out just writing this book. Okay, just a witch going, whee! Magic is all around us. And I don't mean magic like a flower blooming or the happiness of a child. I'm talking about useful, awesome magic like fireballs, portals, and purple glowy beams. Only a few out of every 100 are born with innate magical abilities. Last time I saw you were reading the prices. Okay, so I've basically finished the prices and just started reading this book, so nothing else has happened. Much to the envy and annoyance of everyone else. Only those lucky scamps are capable of performing the most impressive of magical feats, such as summoning entities and the coveted Create Ale spell. Magic is also quite pungent in its own special way. Some magical creatures are able to detect and even see the distinct scent of different types of magic. Okay, that might come important. That may be something we can use a creature for to see who's got magic. Summoning. Welcome. So you want to summon something, do you? Bring out a minion from a strange realm into ours? Consider that 3 out of 5 summons will break free and turn on their masters, okay? Something important to know, because who knows, maybe the king tried to summon something and it went wrong and it turned on him. This is no magic for beginners, and as such can only be accomplished by the most magically gifted. Each magical being will require their own unique components when summoning. However, there are some standard practices every ritual will require. A summoning circle, a barrier, While not always a circle, it's sometimes arranged in a specific shape depending on the purpose of the summon. This will serve to contain the salmon once it's pulled from its realm into ours. Salt and blue candles are commonly used. Bell tolls. Every salmon will need different amount of guiding tolls of the bell to navigate to our realm. Okay, so we're gonna be looking for somewhere where there might be blue candles, stuff like that, to lead us to where the ritual site was, but also the rat peddler mentioned 7 bell tolls we're supposed to ring. So that might be important. This will typically need to be done at a specific time while the bridge between worlds is open. Not turnips, no. Turnips are not as important as the farmers will try us and make believe. For example, a popular and frankly rather cliché time to summon is under a full moon. A purpose. Summons must be lured in with a promise. Some require an exchange or sacrifice. Some want wealth and fine goods. The more malicious of beings might require a promised victim. Okay, so they want something, right? There needs to be a reason this monster is here. Types. We have magic, shadow, space, grow, life, and decay. I know what I said about not focusing too hard on the details. Turnip slander. Yep. Look at me, the anti-turnip agenda right here on their stream. I prefer kohlrabi to turnips. There, I said it. And pumpkins make for better Halloween decoration. But understanding the various types of magic is worth the risk. There are too many to list here, but there are some of the most common and fundamental. Mundane magic, this is just some good old-fashioned purple magic without any flavoring. Shadow magic, magic from the other side. Think of it like mundane magic's alternate dark grey self. Space magic, it distorts shapes and warps size blue. Space magic is certainly involved. Grow magic, this one is what keeps everything going, often found in nature. Okay, so someone used the grow magic to grow that giant vine. This green magic alters growth of all types. Life magic. This red magic is special little spark you find in love, life, love, and taking off your shoes at the end of the day. Decay magic. Often the yellowed byproduct of other magical machinations. This volatile magic is known for its destructive qualities. Avoid contact with skin. That's it. We've learned some things from this book, so it might actually come into play, right? We may have to identify what types of magic were used for various things, so we should remember this is here in case we need to refresh. This concludes magic for the modern wretch. Now you're like me, painfully aware of the incredible wonders you're missing out on. Until next time, Madame Oxbrow bids you farewell. Okay, let's check out this pack then. Hi. Cats, with an adorable and dreadful visage. Exotic southern short-haired dire wolf. What's a wolf? It's this thing. Very rare. Buy it now. Get it out of here. You must care for it now. Feed it 6 times a day. 1 cup beast buddies brand kibble. The expensive kind. It won't eat anything else. Add some water and sort of mix it around. Let the kibble get soft, but not too soft. Do not leave it alone or it will become upset. Loud noises and bright lights will upset it. Quiet noises and darkness will upset it. Never wear clashing patterns or... That's a lot of instructions. I'm not really in the market for a pet right now. Maybe I could just pet it. Hey there, little friend. Do you like scritches? Becomes upset. Of course, of course. Can we feed it after midnight? No, unless you want 200 of them. Yeah. Those things. Yes, no light, no darkness, must be, you know, fed unicorns only on the full moon, and has to be kept in perfect condition or otherwise becomes upset. What have you done? You've upset it! Now Pimmelsticks will suffer! Yes, we've upset it. And he's got a snowman in a cloche. A being composed entirely of ice and rage. Bested by Wilton in a game of wits last winter. It was frozen by the very ice that created it. Must be kept cold. I'm glad this guy is trapped in glass. And then this magic robe. What happens when Wilton's impeccable sense of style and inordinate magical ability collide? The Wonder Fashion Robe, that's what. Fashion has been magically infused into every fiber, allegedly. Anecdotally proven to be popular with grandparents, this robe may dazzle all who gaze upon it. So this will finally make me popular with the elderly? Do you think I could pull it off? I mean, you would probably just basically drown in it, like the sleeve would be your entire wardrobe. Yeah. Yeah, even, like, as hard as he's trying to sell things, even he doesn't think we could pull it off. There's also a magical crystal. I bet that's loaded with magic. What is it? A green rock. Okay. What about the little shelf? This one is full of pretty rocks. Okay. But nothing special in there. Okay, well, I guess we actually talked to him? How is someone so cute and popular with the elderly? I don't know, we'll have to find some elderly people and question them about it. Again, I bring us back to the whole supposedly people just throw rocks at us, right? They don't want us around. Welcome to Wilton's Wonder Emporium, where magic is made. Allegedly. Blah. I am Pimmelsticks, the imp. How may I help you? You ignorant buffoon. Oh, haha, ignorant buffoon was my father's name. You can call me Riki. I've never been to a Wonder Emporium before. Is everything in here magical? Buy one, get one free on Wilton's Wonder Wax. Never wonder without Wilton's Wonder Wax. You're so passionate about making money for your employer. Just like me. Wait. Am I getting paid for this? Yes, we didn't even ask, right? We weren't like signing a contract for how much we're gonna get. We might just be doing this for free. We're gonna have to find some treasure to pay for this whole adventure. Fool. I'm required to say these things. It's commanded by my master. Yes, he's probably like trapped this imp and bound him to force him to work in the shop. So where were you last night? Because you seem like you would be, you know, potentially inclined to cause a disaster. What do you know about last night's disaster? Pimmel is commanded not to speak of it. Do not ask Pimmelsticks further questions. Pimmel will say nothing. Blah. What if you wrote it down? No. Blah. What if I wrote down some names and you pointed them? That still counts. No. I will sing a song and you clap along when it gets to that part that... Well, I mean, we're coming up with a plan. No. No, no, no. 10% of first purchase when you sign up for a loyalty card. Blech. I need to sign up 5 people a day. I'll sign up next time. That's what everyone says. Blech. But can we scritch your belly? Scritchy, scritchy, scritchy. How about some gossip? Are you allowed to gossip? Why are you so secretive? Is there something you don't want me to know? I cannot lie. It is the curse of all imps. I speak only truth. But everyone knows the truth. Unless you're hiding something. My master values privacy. Pimmel must do as Pimmel is told. It is the agreement of my summoning. You were summoned here? Yes. Look at me, fool. I expect you won't tell me, but who summoned you? The most magical person in town, Samuel Pimmelsticks. Oh, thank you. And who is the most magical person in town? Find out yourself, truthmeister. I mean, presumably it should be the guy running the magical emporium, but that may not necessarily be because he sounds like a real scammer. Do you know the farmer? He wants to turn nasty mud fruit into magical culinary delight. He knows not how it works. Foolish simpleton. Waste of magic. Waste of everything. The guard, you gave him the wax, right? Ask Duncan how the wonder wax is working. Well, it seems to not be working, right? Because he's not doing anything for him. I see it's working quite well. He's more magic than ever before. Yeah. He sounds like he's just messing with people because he doesn't want to be here. So he's just like, I must mess with people. Tell me about yourself. Pimmelsticks, Imp of Volatics. You can trust Pimmel. Pimmel cannot lie. Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's lying right now. Look, he got toe beans. Little imp toe beans. You know anything about the new king? King Bert. King Bert. Squashed, splat, smush. The big boogaloo foot. Now he's in the ethereal realm. The princess, do you know her? Princess Primrose. Blah. Look at what she's done. Why? What? Did she summon the boogaloo? No, fool. She should have stopped new King Bert. The worst king of Knotgud. Himmel should be king, yes! No more festivals and weddings. More fire, bugs, and pointy sticks. Okay, Pimmel, settle down. Imps have to tell the truth. They mean truth in words or in spirit, yes. I mean, do they even tell the truth? Because he says that, but so far everything he said just sounded like giant lies, right? He sounds like he's definitely tricking us and tricking other people. What about the rat peddler? Hypocrite will not give Pimmel a rat. She says Pimmel is not trustworthy. But Pimmel cannot lie. But she gives rats to the true liars and criminals. Yes, he wants a rat. He's been summoned here. He's forced to work in this shop. He can't be king. And then they won't even give him a rat. Such a poor imp. Okay, that's everything for now. Have I want to stay? I guess we have to go to the tavern then. So if we go this way... No, that's back to the guard. So this way? Okay, we've got the tower, we've got some kid. We've got mask, we've got some rats taking a nap. They must have partied too hard yesterday. There's the ship with the pie, so that's towards the tavern. But I guess before that, we've got to investigate here. It's the bucket for the well, but it looks like the rope is caught. What's down here? Something big. Okay, there is something in this well, and it's making concerning noises. There is a sign about masks. Step into the tent and partake in time-honored, still bad tradition. Sit upon the magical masking throne and receive the mask that represents your talents. Receive the most magical dragon mask and win an audience with the princess and a slice of pie. King Bert. Okay, so it's a magical mask situation. So it will probably tell us things about people if we can figure out what masks were they wearing? What else is here? Looks like festival flyer. Still bad full moon festival. Vampires aren't not good. Celebrate the union of Knotgud and Still Bad at the full moon festival. A royal Still Bad wedding tradition. Participate in the masking ceremony and apple bobbing. The wedding will commence with 7 tolls of the bell. Note: Whoopie ball is not good tradition. Leave your shovels at home. Someone scribbled this over in the green chalk. Vampires aren't not good. Timmel gives you invite of customer service representative who's having a tough day. Yes, I mean, except it seems like he might be having a tough day every day. So, was the princess marrying a vampire? Is that what this is about? And there is the apple bobbing place. You can't see it because it's behind me, but it's just like big baskets full of water and apples. Apple bobbing. Who would ever want to go apple bobbing? Yes, you just have to like get your face in the water. I've never seen decorations like this before. Where are the sticks and rocks? Okay, I guess they have different decorations in different places. Okay, let's go into this mask tent then. So there is lots of masks on the walls. There is a pie. This pie has been here since last night. I'd still eat it. And yes, there's a fork with a bit of pie. Someone was eating the pie and was interrupted. It still has some pie on at the end. Someone must have dropped it mid-bite. How tragic. And there's some green drawing. Mask time. Okay, go in the tent. There are masks. Wait, 3 people go in the tent. The tent closes. And there are 2 people and a bag of money? What does that mean? What happens in the tent? Well, well, well. There are some robes. Those are festival robes. And there is this chart. I guess it tells you what talent you have for the masks. There must be masks for the festival. I guess no one got to wear these. So what about this whole situation? This meter must show which mask you get. There's something behind it, but I can't quite fit. Okay, so we need someone small to be able to sneak in, such as a rat, and be able to like manipulate this so we can get a specific mask maybe later. A chair with cushions on it. Suspicious meat pies maybe. Well, I think they're potato pies. What a time to be alive. That must be where you sit to assign a mask for the festival. It's hooked up to the meter next to it. If I was smaller and better at snooping, I could get behind her. Yes, if we had a rat, we could get behind her. Okay, so we're not gonna do anything right now with this. It's for later, I presume. There's also this tower. Okay, we can actually climb onto the tower, and there is someone left a mark here. Someone drew a symbol with blue chalk here. Yes, there was a green triangle on the notice board, and now there is a blue cross here. So this might be some markings needed for some ritual. What else? We can see the well from here. Oh, and a blue candle. There's a blue candle here. This blue candle is all burned out, and we know that blue candles are for summoning rituals. You can see the whole festival from up here. Yes, you can. You certainly can. And then you can see the pie ship. You can see the tavern from here too. Yep, and you can see the big vine. Those vines are going straight into the clouds. They sure are. What a view. Okay, well, then it definitely confirms it. So someone was doing a summoning in this town. Okay, well, I guess let's talk to the kid. Hey there, little fella. My name is Riki Rocktoe. I'm very important truthmeister. Hi, Riki. I'm little Ludwig, the daintiest little boy in Knotgud. You smell like fish soup. Wow. Is that good? Golly. Yes. Shows what you know, Aunt Myrtle. Can I ask you some questions, little Ludwig? Sure. Okay, we can ask him about all the things. So, disaster? Did you go to the Stillball Festival, Riki? No, I just got to Knotgud this morning. I missed the start because I was busy obeying the rules somewhere else. Yes, look at the little fingers crossed behind his back. He's been up to no good. But that's the boring part where the royalty walk around looking fancy. After that, the real festival starts with all the games and stuff. That was my favorite. Even though they didn't play Hoopie Ball, and that Hoopie Ball somehow involves shovels. I was bobbing for apples when the wedding bells started ringing. But then the boogaloo popped up and was like, roar, roar. And guess what, Riki? It smashed the castle. It smashed the castle. Will those vines be like Jack and the Beanstalk story? Maybe. Maybe you get to climb up and find something at the top. Golly, you really are the truthmeister. If it happened earlier, it would have smashed me too. Were you in the castle earlier? No, I wasn't in the castle vault. Yep, lying. There was something about someone breaking into the vault, so I guess we found who did that. Your ears must be old, Riki. Duncan says he doesn't hear as good anymore because his ears are old. Alright, what happened after that? I hid in the tavern. At first, no one was there, so I ate a whole lot of sugar. Then I fell asleep, even though Duncan says sugar keeps you awake. He found me in the morning and wasn't even mad I ate so much sweets. But I still don't get an allowance today. Okay, so the kid was getting up to no good, breaking into the castle, and who knows what he was stealing in there. You got any gossip, kid? Did you know you get a mask for the festival? You sit on the big throne in the town square and you get a special mask. But it's not fair. The boogaloo attacked before I got to sit on the throne. Oh, poor kid. Although we don't know, the masks might be evil for what we know, so maybe it's better that he didn't. I wanted to see what mask I would get. So I snuck into the tent and sat on the throne this morning, and guess what? It doesn't work. I didn't even break it either. Okay, so it doesn't work right now. We're gonna have to use a rat to fix it. So tell me about yourself, boy. That's me, little Ludwig. The daintiest little lad in Knotgud. Do you know the farmer? Okay, Riki, I'll tell you one secret. I saw the farmer in the cave yesterday. He had an all-purpose rat and was trying to talk to the pixies. I mean, I wasn't down there, but I saw him go down there. Yes, you totally were not in the cave yourself. I'm not allowed to go to the cave, which is why I never do. Well, thank you for your very obvious lies so that we can understand what's been happening. What about the guard? That's my big brother, Duncan. He stays up all night protecting everyone in town. He's been falling asleep all the time. If you want to do something naughty, just wait for him to fall asleep. That's what I do. But he found out I went in the cave. Even though I didn't. Now he won't give me my allowance. It's okay though, I found a way to make crumbs all by myself. Are crumbs actual crumbs? Or, you know, is it proper currency they just call crumbs? Because you could make lots of crumbs if you just had some pie or some bread. What about the imp? Fiddlesticks is so good at mischief. It throws pudding at people. There we're finding out the truth about the imp. Fiddlestick says it would teach me how to cause mischief just like them, and gave me instructions on how to do it, but I threw them in the trash because I don't need to see words to do mischief. I have literacy, but I don't want to read too much and make it worse. Oh no, he can read! What a terrible curse! Any thoughts on the new king? I never met new King Bert. He wasn't in Knotgud very long. But I didn't trust him, Riki. I heard he wasn't who he said he was. Okay? What do you know, kid? What about the princess? Princess Primrose is really nice. I like her. If I like someone, I show them my bag collection. I went to go to the castle to show her. And guess what? I saw her doing magic. Why doesn't she ever do magic around other people? I would do it all the time, for everything. Okay, princess can do magic. Important. Rat peddler, she has a million pet rats. They can do all sorts of neat stuff. They're really good at talking, and they're really good at taking things that aren't theirs. Yes, exactly, you can use them for stealing. Hello, Juwon, you're here. People were already asking about you, you know. You're also an important part of the community, so welcome. Yes, it's cute, but there is a giant monster in this town, and we have to figure out who summoned this monster. Yes, the rats are good at stealing, so we probably need a rat for ourselves, but first we have to solve that other mystery. They're good at stealing? No, Riki. Taking things, of course. If you put it like that, it's not stealing. That aren't theirs. What did they take that wasn't theirs? I don't know. I've never had a rat. Yep. Lion. Okay, well, nothing more to ask him right now. Bye, Riki. So I guess we just move further towards the tavern, right? That's our next objective we're trying to solve. We have to figure out, find the ledger and figure out who was using the rats for illegal purposes. Yes, we can't morally corrupt the rats. They've, you know, that hurts them inside. We need to recruit Agent R, yes. Be back soon. This person here with their giant trumpet. There is something poking out at the top of the ship here. Yes, a little rat. Maybe Knotgud does have a rat problem. Yes, why is that rat here? And there's also a bird. I guess it's a crow's nest. And the pie. The pies are so close now. We're excited for the pies. They're sweetened potato pies though, so I'm not sure how good that's gonna be. There is something green on here. There's a goopy substance on the side of the tavern. Sniff. Ugh. That smells worse than Aunt Myrtle's slug and spider gumbo. And there's something broken on the ground. Ah, it's the Wonder Wax bottle. Oh yeah, because the imp's been trying to pay people to throw the Wonder Wax at the tavern. So I guess that's how the kid found a way to make money, right? Because the imp said he was gonna give us crumbs if we throw Wonder Wax at the tavern. But I guess he got the kid to do it for him. You're not sold all the sweetened potato pie. No, I just can't. Like, potatoes with sugar? Nah. I just can't imagine it. Seems to be a broken jar. Half the label's gone. What's left? Just their wax. Yes, we know it is. There's another rat behind this barrel. Okay, we're just looking in the barrel. What's here? Trash and stuff. I think I see something down there. Yes, there's like a golden ring. Bunch of fish. Let's just remove the trash. What we have? Okay, we got a mask. some fish. Now to see what treasures we've uncovered. Yes, mask. Ah! Oh, it's just a mask. And then another golden ring. This one also says love. It says love on it. Okay, so it goes together with the other one we found on the severed arm. It's chipped and rusty, must not be real gold. Of course it's not real gold. Of course the imp is scamming. What else? A note? I am commanded to stay at the Wonder Emporium all day. Take the Wonder Wax. Throw it into the furthest tavern window. Get it in the sugar. I will give you 2 crowns now and 2 more when it's done. Yes, that's the imp giving instructions. So yes, he wants the Wonder Wax to be in the sugar that goes into the pie so that everyone eats it. So something's in the Wonder Wax. Something suspicious. And he is already having the guard eat it too. They threw out the best part, the apple core, apparently. The best part. Does it say love or Zov? I mean, could be either, right? This could be like a very decorative L. But yes, as far as we know, this is either a scam or worse, the rings are actually cursed. Because they don't look like genuine golden love rings. I mean, we'll find out probably. There's a cannon. I wonder if the cannon still works. And the cannon, weirdly enough, what the cannon made me think of is I saw somewhere that the tiny bookshop is getting a DLC at some point. So we may yet see Harper again, and we might be able to shoot cannons into town. If we decide to play it at some point. I don't know whether there's a date for when it's coming out, but I just saw it mentioned somewhere. So yeah, I'm curious about what that's going to be. Be back soon. All those ads and it's closed. Guess I'll come back later. Oh yes, because it was all about this bag of holding everything, though it's giant. Is this really a shop? A bag shop? Well, it is, but it's closed. So who are you? Attention, you. Little me? Yes, little you. Don't even think about leaving Knotgud. It's super not allowed right now. No one goes in or out, and no one gets past Harold the Herald. But at first, you wouldn't even let me in. Well, tough crackers, you're stuck here now, Buster. Tangled in this web of drama, like the rest of us. It's so exciting, don't you just love it? Knotgud is usually such a bore. Anyway, the princess is in the graveyard right now, so that's off limits. Oh, but I'm a truthmeister. I need to talk to the princess. See, I have a scroll of truth and everything. Scroll of what? Okay, yeah, fine, sure. Maybe you are, but truth. Rumors are juicy, unlike the truth. I find the truth to be of adequate juice. You would, Riki. Listen up. I was up in the bell tower when all this boogie business went down. Oh, where are you now? Where are you? So, do you know anything about the various ritual elements that are in the bell tower? I rang the wedding bell after all. Know what I saw? Princess Primrose ran out of the castle as I rang it. I don't know why. The shadow monster or whatever wasn't even here yet. She won't talk about it to anyone and I need to know what happened. You bring me something juicy, even if it's truthy, and maybe I'll let you buy. If possible, could someone please slap this character? Maybe we can get the imp to do it. But I really need to get by. Oh, my gosh. Riki, do you not hear me? No one gets by Harold. Don't even think about sneaking by or I swear I will poke you with this trumpet. So, hard. Okay, well, can you tell me about the disaster then? Can you tell me about the disaster last night? Yeah, of course I can. I was up in the bell tower. It's my job to ring the bell to signal the start of the wedding. It's also the best place to people watch. So I started ringing the bell as soon as midnight hits. I see Princess Primrose and the guard run out of the castle. I don't know what's going on. And I hate not knowing what's going on. And I see a bunch of people running around in the turnip field. What were they doing? I don't know, Riki. They were far away. But I'm assuming like a ritual to summon that big thing because that's where it came from. Okay, is it just a giant turnip that was summoned? There was a big white furry thing running around out there too. Maybe they summoned that too. Then the vine started growing and everyone was running around like all crazy. I was in fear for my life, so I curled up into a little ball and hid in the tower. It worked, Riki. I live to tell the tale. Okay, well, do you have any gauze for us? Okay, Riki, tell me this doesn't sound weird. A few weeks ago, the princess got engaged. Then a week ago, the new king shows up. Says he's been living in a faraway land and no one even knew about it. And announces he's the eldest child and will be taking over Knotgud. Like, what? How have I never heard of this bird? Was the princess upset? She knew, Riki. It's her brother. Besides, she was going to be Queen of Stillbad with a hot vampire husband. Okay, confirm the vampire actually real and in here and actually the groom to the princess. Turnip farmer #1 suspect. So yes, the princess was like off with the hot vampire, so I guess she didn't really have to care unless she knew something about the bird guy. I'm the one who's upset, Riki. Why didn't they tell me? Like, the princess never told me she has a brother. It's important I get to know this stuff for, like, the people's safety or whatever, Riki. Yeah, I mean, there is still the possibility that the brother is actually the father that magically turned himself younger. This family's complicated. You know the little boy that does all the naughty things? Kid drama's so boring. What do I care if you found a dead bug or something? Lately all he talks about is some secret code and drawing on the walls with yellow chalk. Okay, well, I mean, we saw some chalk, but not yellow. And what about the turnip farmer? The farmer? He said he likes rutabagas or beans or something. I think it's turnips. Probably rolls around in the dirt. Boring. Let's talk about something good already. Next question. Okay, what about the guard? He talks about how he's so vigilant, but I know his eyes are closed under that big helmet of his. I think he's taught himself to sleep standing up. What's wrong with him anyway? Doesn't he sleep at night? I mean, clearly he doesn't, because all he does is stand guard 24/7 because this town couldn't even employ an extra guard. What about you? I'm Harold the Herald. Clearly I was born to do these jobs and my parents knew it too. Hence the name. No one is more loud and nosy than me. That's not a bad thing, Riki. You're a truthmeister, right? What is that if not a profession getting into people's business? What is that if not professional getting into people's business? Well, I need to find things out. Oh, me too. It's the intention that matters. Good, because my intentions are always to serve the best interest of Knotgud, of course. Of course. Not just because you like goss. So, you know the imp from the shop? That little nasty gross out spread a rumor about me. Me. I'm the one who spreads rumors. That is to say, I inform the people of important news. But that little insect is telling everyone my hair is a wig. And I helped summon that boogleboo or whatever it's called. You would not believe the work I put into this hair every morning. And for him to know it's... Say it's a wig, okay? So it is a wig. That's your justification for getting us into it, for community welfare. Of course, you need to know what's going on, right? You can't have some random turnip farmers starting a thing to keep in everyone's business. The audacity. So, what about the new king then? Naturally, I tried to get the lowdown on him, like, what's his deal, right? But I can't find out anything about him. Am I the only one who wants to know? He knew my name before we even met. Princess Primrose must have told him about me. Or he's already knew everything about the town because he was here before. So what about the princess? You too close? Primrose is my best friend and she hasn't officially said it, but I'm basically hers too. Okay, so you think you're her best friend and she's like, who is this guy? If there's anything she needs, I'm on it in one shake of a lamb's tail. Getting her meals, checking out books, reapply her perfume, reading her, delivering her letters. We're such a pair, practically joined at the hip. I think she's obsessed with me. I'm joking, Riki, shut up. Is that all stuff a herald does? No, Riki, it's what friends do. Don't you have friends? There's a possum in my yard that I'm on a very good terms with. How am I supposed to respond to that, Riki? I mean, possums are cool. So, about the rat peddler. At first I thought, oh, rats are grody, no thanks. But now, if I'm being honest, Riki, I can't live without them. They do my hair, brush my teeth, and pick out my clothes every morning. It saved me so much time. Yes, all-purpose rats. Apparently you can just have them as your household servants. Okay, so that's everything. You didn't hear it from me. Well, we did. Okay, so let's go to the tavern, because that's where our next mystery is. Check out this lady with the spiky balls on her walker. She's got some preparation in case things go bad at this tavern. What we got? We've got a pile of potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes. I wonder where the potatoes came from. A field of potatoes, maybe? Some sugar? Sugar, I think it's the sweet part of the famous sweetened potato pies. Tearing apart the floor as she walks. It's fine. Okay, yes, so it's confirmed. They put sugar in the potatoes. Nah. It's really sparkly. What we have? We have the furnace or like oven of some sort. It's nice and warm in here. And it smells amazing. The menu. Sweetened potato pie. Slice, 2 good. Whole, 14 good. Cheese wedge, 1 good. Pickle juice, 2 grams. Okay. Well, we don't have any money at all. And we didn't earn any money, so we can't even have pickle juice. What's in this bucket? Who got me rats? Okay, that's the ledger. Culprit 1, a slice of pie and pickle juice. Culprit 2, a wedge of cheese. Okay, so because she can't remember faces, she just writes what they were eating. Okay, 3 crumbs is 1 good. Okay, we're learning currency. Crumbs. Okay, so how many crumbs for the rats? Clothes match their peepers. Small in stature, sweet tooth. Does none of the following. Walk where clothes have a maiden friend. Holding something sharp. Works for royals, needs a vacation. Okay, so that's the guard, the one that paid 6 crumbs. And does pie go with pickle juice? Sweet pie with pickle juice, which will be like sharp and sour. It's quite the combination, I have to say. 5. Sweet as can be, small in stature, armed and dangerous. 4. It's not short, has a subjective sense of humor, works for royals. 3. Does none of the following. Fly, holds a musical instrument, wear anything on the noggin. 2. Plays an instrument, feathered hat, royal employee. 1. Fashion like depth perception. Sneaking around at night, purple hair. Okay, so it's not gonna be that easy to just know who it is, because other than like 6 is the guard. That I can, you know, figure it out, because I guess he works for the royals and needs a vacation. I'm not sure what the other people are supposed to be right now. Who is the Herald kid? Plays an instrument, feathered hat, royal employee. Yeah, could be the Harold the Herald. Then... Well, 7 does none of the following wear clothes. That could have been the imp, but then the imp said she wouldn't let him have rats. So I guess it's not the imp. Armed and dangerous. Because I was like, oh, sweet as can be, small in stature. Or is it this lady here? Like, she looks pretty sweet and small, but she's armed and dangerous because of her walker is made out of weapons. Okay, but then who we're looking for is the culprit 1 or 2, right? So culprit 1, they had a slice of pie and pickle juice. And for slice of pie, they would have paid 2 good and 2 crumbs for the pickle juice. Yes, yes, that's I'm trying to do the math. So if 2 good is 3 crumbs, which means together culprit 1 paid 8 crumbs. If I did the maths correct, it's 6 plus 2. And then culprit 2, they had a wedge of cheese. The wedge of cheese is 1 good, which is 3 crumbs. So they're just the 3 crumbs. So it's none of the people that we know who they are. So 8 crumbs is clothes match their peepers. Technically potato math. Yes. So clothes match the peepers. I assume peepers means eyes, right? So clothes and eyes match. I assume in color, small, and sweet tooth. And then 3 is doesn't fly, doesn't have a musical instrument, and doesn't wear anything on the noggin. That would be no hat. Like, I'm like, are those the correct words? Noggin being the head, right? So actually, for the 8 crumbs... no, not the menu. Let's just leave for a second. How do I leave this tavern? Because I just wanted to go see something. 3 might be the farmer from the people we've seen. Sure. But I mean, there could be other people that that don't fly, don't have an instrument, and have no hat, but yes. Where's my exit? Okay, that's the exit. Because I was thinking... Okay, I can't go there. Because the kid... Right? Don't leaving it eating the pie. The kid. The clothes match his eyes, right? He's wearing this sort of bluey purplish outfit and his eyes are very well matched to that. He is small and he does have a sweet tooth, right? So he might be the 8 crumbs culprit. Little Ludwig. And then 3, we think it might be the farmer. We can go back there and inspect him. Yeah, goodbye for now. I don't need to talk to you. Okay, so go this way. Go this way. So yes.
Huh?
No, I don't want your turnip. But yes, he doesn't fly. Can confirm no flying. He doesn't have an instrument and he doesn't have a hat. No thanks, I don't need a turnip. Obviously now that we've met more people, we can ask them about the more people. So then we can go to our scroll and we can just try those names, right? So the rat peddler won't lend out any more all-purpose rats until she's identified 2 suspects who used her rats for illegal activity. The culprits are written in her ledger, but she fears it was thrown away at the tavern. So the culprits are the boy and the farmer. Yes, they are. We got them. Got those little rascals. That's them. The rat peddler will want to hear about this. Yes, so we can now get our own little rat to help us on our adventure. I found your culprits. Have a look at the scroll.
Yep.
Well, it'll be little Ludwig and Herbert, eh?
Yep.
What they've been up to, I wonder. You've done right by me and my rats, Riki.
Yep.
And now, for your trouble.
Yep.
Sweet Beatrice wants to tag along. Yay, we get our own little rat. But do we get the sailor outfit? It's important. Can we get an outfit, please?
Yep.
You won't find a better rat for sniffing out little secrets.
Yep.
And she's an expert snoop.
Yep.
If there's something in someone's pocket, Beatrice will find it. Is it a crime to snoop in people's pockets?
Yep.
That's a funny thing to ask.
Yep.
Knotgud was founded on the right to snoop.
Yep.
Now go out there and wrangle up some more of that truth, Riki. This can disguise herself as a potato too. Yep. By the way, if you get a list going of the Knotgud folk, I'd hardly appreciate if you'd consider sharing it with me once it's finished. Me old system was what you might call mostly nonsensical, yeah? Yeah, exactly. You should, learn people's names. Select the rat and choose where to search. Try using it in small, hard-to-reach places. Okay, we have got a little rat in our little inventory. Yes, no outfits. Well, maybe if we do something more, then she will give us outfits. Okay, so can it break into somewhere? I mean, we know it can probably go into that tent thing. Can it steal from hair pockets? Yes. Okay, she's got rats in her pockets. A little destructive, but cute. And she's got needle and thread. A thread and needle. What a nice cyan color. Yes, what she needed that for. I assume we're not stealing those things, we're just having a look. Okay. Yeah, rodents don't live all that long, right? I've never had a rat. I've had a hamster and I had guinea pigs, but yes, they only live, like hamsters especially, they only live like a couple years, maybe a bit longer. I think my hamster lived like 3 years old, which was apparently quite old for that type of hamster. And then had guinea pigs for years as well. I think they're like 6 is about to where they get to mostly. But yes, I've knew some people that had rats. And yes, they would like take them because apparently yes, you can just have a rat that will happily sit in like your hood and just sit on your shoulders and don't run away. So that seemed pretty cute. But I've never had a rat of my own. Anyway, let's go to this tent and see if this rat can do anything here. Yes, there is little pulley mechanism. The meter is hooked up to a hand pulley. Yes, can we do anything about it? No. Okay, but that what tells us what? That someone, even though it was saying like you sit on this chair and the chair measures you, it was actually someone just sticking their hand into the tent and being like, oh yeah, I'm manually operating this thing. So as all the magic so far seems to be, there seems to be lots of tricks going on. Except that monster outside, that seems pretty real. Yes, it doesn't seem like we can use the rat to actually interact, right? It just lets us see. Okay. You wanna check out the pie? No. Okay, nothing else we can do here with the rat, fine. Do you want to hang out with the other rats? No. What does the kid have? Oh, he has yellow chalk. Okay, we've heard something about them running around with chalk. He's got 2 crumbs and a key. That's a fancy looking key. Well, we know he's been sneaking into the castle vault, so that may be how he got that key. Even the rat knows the pie is gross, yes. Okay, can the rat look in the well? No, he cannot, so we don't get to know what's in the well yet. Okay, well, let's go back into the tavern, right? Because we kind of left after figuring out this situation, so now we get to actually talk to people, see what else is here. There is a clock with moon phases. The clock is showing tonight's moon phase. Okay, because they were saying potentially it was, or like, no, the summoning book said, oh, you know, people like to summon things on full moon. So if it was full moon yesterday, then that would also align. We can push the herald into the well. He can tell us and you'll be gone. Yeah. I'm afraid that may not be the option, but we can use the rat to check out their pockets, what they have. It's a crumpled up note. To my fairest maiden, your eyes look at my eyes sometimes. I think your beauty is equal to or greater than a flower. A beautiful flower, not an ugly flower. I saw a mangy rat that disgusted me. You are the opposite of that. I enjoy spending time with you almost as much as I enjoy playing hoopie ball. And I really like hoopie ball. You are identical in every way to a summer's day. We will soon be together for eternity and I'm looking forward to that. You smell nice. I eagerly await out meeting beneath the full moon. Is this for the princess? Right, because he seemed pretty obsessed with the princess. But yes, that was so romantic. You know, I usually enjoy it so much when someone sends me romantic notes where they talk about how disgusted they are by rats. So, just in case you needed to know that. We've got some sort of love potion. A bottle filled with pink liquid. The label says True Love Perfume. The classic potion of true love, now in perfume form, especially formulated to mask any magical scent. Note, may cause potential suitors to pursue extreme measures to impress you. Use with caution. Yes, the herald was talking about spraying perfume on the princess, right? So he's spraying her with this love potion, trying to make the princess fall in love with him. When he said he likes me almost as much as a sport, heart-throbbing. Yeah, exactly. Imagine that. What man would not want to compare you to a sport? Pre-wedding tasks. Dig through trash for juicy gossip. Have all-purpose rats brush teeth, do hair. Stay by Atticus' side. Return rented book, pick a refill. Spritz primrose as needed throughout the day. Wait in bell tower once masking ceremony begins. Ring the bell 7 times as wedding begins. Yeah, so they were ringing the bell. And again, we know that the bell can be part of the summoning ceremony. So, were they involved, or did someone trick them into being involved? Can the rat check out this big bag? No. Anything else they can check out here? Doesn't seem like it. And they can't make friends with the other rats. Okay. Now we go in the tavern and explore further. So what else? There was someone saying something here, I didn't read it. Go away. Sorrow will be my only company. Okay, someone's having a breakdown inside there. What a strange device. That's a broom, sweetie. Yeah, exactly. For sweeping dirt. Why would anyone want to do that? To sweep dirt? That's the tastiest looking pie I've ever seen. I mean, it's sweetened potato. And here we've got Duncan's drawing of what? The king fighting with some wizard dude or the vampire. Okay. So the new king is saying no to the vampire that's supposed to be marrying the princess. He's giving him thumbs down. Yeah, the hot vampire, except in this version, not very hot, right? We're gonna have to find him and see whether he's actually hot or not. What else? Well, I guess let's talk to her. Hello, ma'am. Vampires just say no. Oh my goodness, aren't you precious? Look at that little cape and vest. You're so sweet. I could just bake you into a pie. Bake me into a pie? See, I was about to say, you know, we were doing this whole thing about, oh, how could old people not love us? We're so adorable. She wants to bake us into a pie. I'm concerned. Hee. I mean, hee. Ma'am? I made the cape and vest myself, thank you. I'm Riki Rocktoe, truthmeister. My, I was wondering when we'd be seeing one of you. I'm glad you're here, sweetie. That big old boogaloo sure made a mess of things. Suspicious meat pie again. Yep. I'm Callie, the baker. I've got a little favor to ask you, Riki. A job a truthmeister could solve in a jiffy. Oh, I'm a truthmeister. How can I help? Someone's gone and made a mess on my ship and it stinks to Cloud Kingdom. Goodness gracious, I can smell it from here. No one wants to eat a pie with that stench hanging in the air now, sweetie. If you can find out who caused it, I'll have a little talk with them. Yes, with her weaponized walking frame. Help me with that, sweetie. And I'll introduce you to someone I think you should speak with. I assume that's whoever's hiding in the kitchen or whatever that is. Well, she says it stinks. And we smelled the green thing on the outside, right? So is that because of the imp paid the Ludwig to throw the wax at the tavern? Well, we're gonna look into that in a few minutes. First, we gotta talk to her about everything, right? I was here minding my own business, enjoying the festival, when I heard that shadowy beast let out a terrible roar. So I dusted off my battle gear because I'm thinking, This is war, sweetie. Now, when I see something that needs a cannon shot at it, you better believe I'll be shooting a cannon at it. Okay, so everyone else was like, I hid, curled into a ball, went into a barrel, but she's like, I am ready for this. I've been waiting my whole life to shoot that cannon. So I did. Whoosh. It went right through it. I'm sorry, is this Harper in her old age causing mischief? Then it marched outside of town and tore down the whole castle. My, what a terrible sight. After that, people started to trickle into the tavern, taking shelter. But I never left that spot on the castle. But it never left that spot on the castle. Like it fixated on something. Yes, it seemed to be fixated on the new king, possibly. So, any goss? I've been getting all mixed up with those new royal emblems. I hope I don't need to buy new stamps. Why did they change the royal emblem? Oh, who can say? You know how those royals are. They're a proud bunch, always wanting to leave their mark. Or he was trying to dodge a curse, potentially. Dodge a curse? If someone wanted to curse you, they might use your emblem or an image of you. I read all about it from one of those books for the literate. Yes, so again, coming back to my theory that the new king was actually the old king. Trying to, he's got new youth and he was trying to insert himself back in, but he may have paid a terrible price. Yeah, she also got literacy. Terrible, terrible. So tell me about yourself. If vampires giving keys to the city or becomes king, does it automatically have permission to enter their home? Potentially, if king is allowed everywhere. And though it does seem like the princess was marrying the vampire and then they were potentially leaving to live in the vampire kingdom. Because the new king was here to be king of the Knotgud, and we know, like, at the start of the game we met the vampire's mother. She's one of the rulers of one of the kingdoms, so I think they were moving to live back with her, so the vampires already have access to everyone in the vampire kingdom. Tell me about yourself, Baker. My name is Callie. So some people still call me Loose Cannon Callie. There was a time when I spent my days above the clouds, off on some adventure or another. I traveled the world and stirred up a lot of trouble. Someone had to stand against tyranny. Oh ho ho! That was a long time ago, sweetie. This old ship doesn't fly anymore. It's a flying ship, wow. I'm just happy to bake pies these days. I mean, she does give me big Harper vibes, to be honest. Flying on a ship, shooting cannons, you know, to fight tyranny. Sounds like Harper. You know the boy? That little Armstrong boy? I found him asleep in the tavern last night during the Boogloo attack. Little sweetie slept like a log even through all that ruckus. I thought he'd been up all night with all the sugar that little muffin ate. Yeah, but someone may have been putting things in the sugar already. What about the farmer? I take it you've met that turnip farmer if you've been asking around here. Probably heard of our little feud with his feud. Well, he's feud anyway, sweetie, exactly. He's like, oh yeah, it's the tavern women. They want to destroy me. But she's like, oh, it's just his feud. That boy got in his head that my pies are the reason no one likes his turnips. Yes, because she sells potato pies instead of turnip pies, and that's obviously like an insult in his face. Oh, but there's so many reasons not to like turnips, sweetie. First he tried to get potatoes outlawed, then he came in here trying to put curses on the pies. I think he's harmless. I see him talking to those turnips of his, poor boy. But you never can be too careful. Yes, so he might be plotting against this place. What about the guard? Duncan comes into the tavern every night for a slice of sweetened potato pie. Lately he falls asleep before he can even finish. I wonder if he's not feeling well. I mean, it's the wax, right? The wax is something dreadful. The herald. Oh, she sure likes to talk and blow that trampler. Oh, it's she. I thought it was a he for a bit, but I guess it's a she. But still obsessed with the princess. But I don't talk with her much, sweetie. She always tagging along with those royals. She sure is, because she's obsessed with the princess. Imp? That little devil got in here when I wasn't looking and made a mess of my kitchen yesterday. There was sugar everywhere. What a mess. Her name is also Harold. True that. As soon as I was done cleaning, it came back and did it again. I hit it so hard with my wooden spoon, and I'll do it again too. Serves it right. Next time, it'll be the cannon. Okay, so she's got beef with the imp instead of the beef with the farmer. New king Bert, rest his soul. He wasn't our king long, but he came in here a couple times. He was the spitting image of his father at that age. Yep, suspicious. I know, because I'm old enough to have seen him back then. Oh ho ho. He even had the same order. A slice of pie with a wedge of cheese. Yes, suspicious. What about the princess? Oh, that poor thing. She's out in the graveyard now, at her father's tomb. She must be in shambles. Maybe I'll make her a fresh pie. And the rat peddler? I don't know much about rodentology, but I do use them to send a letter. How do I use them to send a letter, sweetie? First write the letter, attach it to the rat, then tell it who to deliver to and send it off. Oh, sweetie, I already sent the rat. Can I still attach the letter? Well, no, you need to have the rat. Okay, I send another rat. Wait, just now? Did you attach the letter? Oh, I don't want to send a letter. I want to send a pie. Can I still attach the pie? Okay. You'll need at least 3 rats for that. Oh, dadgummit. I'll just have Harriet help me later, sweetie. It's like old people trying to sell emails. Okay, that's all talking. Come back soon, sweetie. Okay, can we inspect her pockets? We can. She's got money. That's one good. And yes, she's got a crumb. That's a crumb. But she's got a blue candle as well. A blue candle. Maybe she's thinking about redecorating the tavern. That or summoning rituals. It's blue candle, not blue chalk. Suspicious, suspicious. Yeah. I mean, it might turn out that they all work together to summon the monster because they didn't like the king or something. It's gonna be like a big thing. There's a lock on the window. This window is locked. Harriet installed that this morning, yes, after the whole wax incident. Can't have that imp coming through our windows again. Okay, so did she give us a new thing for our scroll? Yes, the stench of mischief. The baker has someone important to introduce me to, but first I need to help her find out what's causing the foul smell odor near the tavern. The someone, something, the something, crumbs to throw at the trying to hit the pie. Yes, so we actually know what it is, right? Because we know the imp paid... what would it be? Gave might work. He gave the boy crumbs, right? Or like money or whatever. Or he gave him the wax as well. Oh no, he gave him 2 crumbs. We're looking for a number because he tried to give us crumbs to do the same. To throw the wax, yeah, the wonder wax, at the tavern windows. Tavern window, trying to hit the pie sugar. What do we have that can fit into this? Trying to hit the pie. Ingredients? Okay, let's try that. How mischievous. Yes, we've solved it. We've figured it out. I'll go tell the baker. I found the source of that stinky stank, Mom. Oh my, I should have known. It's always one of those two. Thank you, sweetie. Now there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oh, Wilbur! My name is Atticus, and I am not to be disturbed. There's a little critter wearing a hat that wants to talk with you. I made the hat myself. He made the hat himself, Wilbur. Fine. But make it quick. Okay, the door is unlocking. Oh. Is this the vampire print that he's hiding in here? Okay, well, before we get into that, what we gonna do to celebrate how well we're doing investigating this town is we still got memberships to give out. There we go. So now you've got some lovely, lovely emojis to use. There we go. Does he sparkle? He does not appear to sparkle. He's just looking a bit emo. Yeah, he looks a lot like his mother, who we've met earlier on. So what is there in this room? The Panacea Bards Do Not Weep. I never heard of this band. Okay, there's a window that's covered. Looks like the prince has made some alterations to this room. Yes, he's a vampire. He can't be standing in the light of day. The page boys. How do they get their hair in that perfect bowl shape? It's the cure, boys don't cry. Yeah. Henry, Harp Slayer. Look at the passion on his face. Yeah, he got some posters. So what, was he staying here in the tavern while he was in town for the wedding? I don't understand how sound comes out of this. It must be magic. No, it's just musical instruments. Okay, what does he have in his pockets? He's got a dagger. No, the prince like boy bands. I mean, it doesn't seem like boy bands. Yep, he's got a dagger. That's a really pointy dagger. It is, and a note. Sneak out during the festival. No one will recognize us in the cloak and mask. Meet me in the turnip field. We'll be alone there. Then we wait for the wedding bells. Everyone will be too busy to notice. Okay, notice what? What were you doing in the turnip field? Tell me, boy. I assume he won't tell me. Is this a new poem he's working on? It says, to the one who fills my starving soul, try as they might, they cannot keep us apart. Though we come from different worlds, our hearts are as one. I regret that our meeting was interrupted. I long to see you again. Once we are married, they... Hey, this isn't yours to read. Okay. But can I use my rat to read it? No, I cannot. No, that's just the poem, even though I thought I was clicking on the other items on the table. Once we are married, they something. Like, what's gonna happen? Okay, the rose. What a beautiful Luna rose. In Stillbad, the Luna rose is a symbol of love. And they taste good too. Yes. Apparently we eat that. Okay, what does he have here? Blue candles. suspicious. Some blue candles that have never been lit. Well, he may have leftovers. A sock. A food sweater. Curse book. Curse you. Welcome to Madame Oxbro. Curse you. A quick guide to curses. Okay, more reading. Sometimes you curse, sometimes you get cursed. That's just the way it is. Which is why you need to know how to manage these magical maladies. A curse is any unwanted magical condition that comes in many forms from all types of magic. Yes, even knife magic has a sinister side. In this edition, we'll be looking at the various types of curses, how they work, and how to defend against them. Okay, so we have afflictions. An affliction is a persistent curse that often comes with a specific change in the subject. They're difficult, if not impossible, to cure as they alter the physical or mental state of a subject. Literacy. If you're reading these words, then it's too late for you. Yep. But don't worry. It's one of the better curses. I've based my career on it. No one knows how this small symbol causes words in our minds. There are theories that the burden of too much information may enlarge the cranium, leading to a fatal info-explosion. Altered. This is the like of vampires, werewolves, and ghosts. Those are the few who have been changed for better or worse in some way. Often involving a physical change, they will now have the permanent magical conditions to live by. See Madame Oxbro Magical Beings and You for more information. Yes, she's just like selling her other books while she's giving you information. Okay, what about the curses then? There are many types of curses, all with various quirks. Binding bargain. The bespoke curses are intricately woven together with all sorts of rules and conditions, made between two parties with a bargain in mind. Typically between powerful magic wielders and otherworldly entities. Keep your syntax in mind when creating one of those curses, as careless phrasing could create a loophole. An immensely powerful and ancient binding curse is believed to be what prevents imps from telling lies. Okay, so we're saying that they are actually cursed into telling the truth, but it still feels like they're twisting the words to tell the truth, but not really. Jinxes, feeling unlucky, perhaps a bit down or fatigued. Does your hair set on fire every time you sneeze? You may be jinxed, especially if you have the hair on fire thing. These curses are temporary and tend to go away on their own once the magic runs dry or the source of the problem is removed. Blight. Often created from or cursed by decay magic. Blight will sap life from whatever it touches. Plants, as stationary beings, are especially susceptible to this effect, even spreading it to nearby plants. Okay, well, it gives us various info that we may be able to use later. We've got defense. And how do we counter this insidious assaults should we find ourselves on the receiving end? You keep magic out or in with a barrier. An enclosed shape of anti-magic substance such as salt or blue candles can prevent any magic sneaking in and doing its nasty business. Okay, so yes, we previously learned that the blue candles can be used in the summoning ritual, but yes, it was in order to contain what you've summoned, but it therefore seems that you can also use blue candles to protect yourself from curses, and therefore just because people have blue candles doesn't mean that they're involved in the summoning, I guess. So they're not immediately confirmed suspects, they just might be aware. Like, obviously, he has the book about curses, and he has blue candles, so that might just mean he is trying to protect himself from being cursed. The astute magic enthusiasts might note that barriers are similar to summoning circles. That's because they are one and the same. A barrier or summoning circle is always a component when summoning. There are two easily accessible barriers I personally recommend. Salt, for us, a ring of salt is easily brushed away, but to a magical force is like a brick wall. Blue candles. Lit blue candles are powerful barriers useful for covering large distances, provided the flames don't go out. Yeah, but if, like, the one in the bell tower, it was all the way burned out to the bottom, so if someone was using it as protection, then it no longer works. And that's it. That's all we've got here in this book. It's a bunch of tavern documents. Okay. So this might belong to him, or it might belong to the tavern, because she also had a candle, so that might actually be her stuff. So talk to the vampire boy. Prince Atticus, who enters my domain. It's Riki Rocktoe, truthmeister and amateur butterfly catcher. It's about time they send someone. Before you is Prince Atticus, blood hope of Stillbad, champion of darkness and family-friendly entertainment. I'm stuck here in this room until nightfall. I can't stand the sun. Well, are you going to get rid of the boogaloo? Oh, no, not me, no. Nah. I'm just here to ask questions. Oh, fine, but make it quick. This is going to be the new thing everyone's talking about, and I hate juicy gossip. Okay, he don't like gossip. Juicy gossip? Okay, so if I ask you for gossip, what are you gonna do? I met the Queen of Stillbad in the Cloud Kingdom before I came to Knotgud. Why didn't she come to the wedding? A vampire prince must go to his wedding alone. It's more lonely and dramatic, the Stillbad way. The festival was meant to honor Stillbad traditions. A peace offering between two kingdoms. I appreciate Knotgud throwing a Stillbad festival and everything. But what's with the extra stuff? A most magical mask? 7 tolls of the bell? The flyers say we do that stuff, but we totally don't. Okay, so yeah, someone was doing some stuff with the festival and being like, oh, that's just still bad traditions, but actually they were using it for their own purposes, and I guess we know that the bell was definitely to do with the ritual. Even the decorations are all wrong. How garish. Yeah, the apple bobbing. Talk about lame. I assume they do the apple bobbing and we're just about to put our foot in it. What's wrong with the apple bobbing? Oh. Nothing! That's just... what I heard. Someone else say... It's fun for all ages. I love apple bobbing. Of course you do. Everyone does. I mean, it feels like vampires would have advantage for apple bobbing, right? If you have sharp teeth, you can easily just get them in those apples. So where were you? Where all this happened? What is there to say? Yeah, a giant shadow creature was summoned and trampled my wedding. It's no secret, Knotgud. The spies are still bad. Thank you. And this proves it. I was even threatened at the festival with a silver dagger. This whole thing was foolish. Old King Kurt should have never arranged it. I'm staying locked in here until my transport arrives. How did you escape? I was at the wedding place waiting for my bride. The ceremony had just started. I heard the bells ringing, then the blast of a cannon. I flew into the sky to see what was going on. Within moments I saw the boogaloo tear down the castle. Giant vines started to grow all around me. I fled into town. I've been hiding out here since. Did vines grow near the castle? No, well, no, I saw them growing is what I mean. Did you see what happened to the princess? She made it out unharmed, I've heard. I haven't seen her since the festival. I was relieved to hear she's fine. But I'm not seeing anyone else. I don't know who I can trust. That includes you, truthmeister. I just want to get out of here. Knotgud is... well, it's not great. Okay, so... do you know anyone in town, or have you just been hiding out? The baker. Is she still out there? She was when I came in. She's trying to get me to eat those pies. There's something about them I find repulsive. I mean, by now they're full of the weird wax. Also, I only just noticed we have like little bandage on our horn. Like, what happened to us? Was it from the rock throwing? They made with tender love and care. That's probably it. Okay, he doesn't want tender love and care. He just wants sadness and despair. Do you know the little boy? I saw that little boy crawl out of the well yesterday. Is that a not good thing? Sewer children? It's only fewer children. If only fewer children were sewer children. Okay, what about the farmer? Yeah, I don't know some local farmer. I'm not from here, okay? Can we throw the boy in the well? That works too. Maybe we can convince him. Like, he will do a lot for a couple crumbs, right? So if we get some money, we're gonna be like, if you go in the well, I'll give you 2 crumbs. Okay, do you know the guard? The town guard? He tackled a troublemaker annoying me at the festival. I like that. Otherwise, they're for like keeping fans out of my dressing room and stuff. Okay, you have fans in a dressing room. The Herald, have you seen them? She was following the princess around all day yesterday. Which meant she was following me around all day. Her questions never ceased. I was relieved when she departed to operate the bell tower. But not before spraying that foul mist all over the princess again. Crystal's got a theory that the ritual required 7 bell sounds, but the canon showed intended as the 8th sound disrupted the ritual caused the monster to spiral out of control. Possible. Like, I'm not sure whether we're gonna find out about the different amounts of bell tolls having different outcomes, but that could be something. Although, didn't she only shoot the cannon? I mean, I guess yes, the monster was summoned, and then she shot the cannon, so it could have changed something. Yes, the foul mist, the love potion, right? Have you met the imp? Stillbad is way more open-minded and non-conformist than Knotgud. But even we don't allow summoned imps to fly around. There needs to be rules for that or something. Whatever, I don't care. Okay, so he's not for the imps. So what about the new king? He was fine, I guess. He was always nervous. Looking around and asking where Zolan was. No, I don't know who Zolan is. Now King Bird is gone. It could have just as easily been me and Primrose. Yes, he's just like, oh, what about me? Did you know the old king? Who was the old king? The king that came before new King Bird, his father, old King Kurt. This whole marriage was his idea. Wanted to make amends with Stillbad or something. A lot of good that did. I never even met him. He passed away before I arrived at Knotgud. New King Bird had already taken over. So what about you, Prince? Born in darkness, raised in... well, also darkness. I am Vampire Prince of Stillbad, singer, songwriter, poet, and also learning some harp. Wilbur Tinkleberry. Better known by my stage name, Atticus Bloodhope. So, are you one of those nice vampires that only drinks blood from plants and elderly rodents? What? No. Plants don't even... forget it. Yes, how do you drink blood from plants? So, the princess, your bride, What about her? A twin heart, imprisoned, searching for love, finding only tragedy. I've always known I would be married off to a princess one day. She too is a prisoner of tradition and societal norms. I'm relieved to hear she was unharmed. And the rat peddler, have you met her? You're asking a foreign prince about the lady who sells rats on the street? That's ridiculous. But I did write a poem about her. Rats. Rats, rats, rats. In my heart, they scratch, scratch, scratch. If only I could catch a batch of rats to match the bats that snatch the latch of my heart. Repeat 8 times. The lyrics came to me. I'm still trying to figure out what it means myself. You don't know what it's like being haunted by your own elegant words. Yeah, sure, okay. Thanks for the poem. Bye. Blood orange, maybe, yes. For a vegetarian vampire, they just eat some blood oranges. Okay. So. I'll have to skip my afternoon nap today. Oh no. That's just the rough and tumble life of Truthmeister. Okay, so we've met the Prince of Darkness. Dietrich Turnip juice. But what else is there for us to discover? Okay, so we have royal affairs. Okay, so that's just what we basically were talking about with the prince. So before his passing, the old king, there we go. The old king arranged a wedding between the princess of Knotgud. Where is Knotgud? There we go. No, that goes here. And the prince of the rival kingdom of the Still Bad. Yes. Okay. Oh, and then it expands. Then we need to do... Don't like how those words are organized. Yes, it's a bit... Like, it's not alphabetical, or is it? No, because the backshop is here then. So it's not alphabetical. It's just, okay, random collection of words. The wedding was to take place under a... I don't know, did he tell me? However, when the time came, the Boogaloo was summoned. Am I missing the word for the... Under a full moon, maybe. Oh, it's people, then places. Okay. That makes more sense. Because I was like, okay, it kind of makes alphabetical order, but then it stops. But that's because it's a new category. Maybe it would have been nicer if they, like, separated them. You know, people, places. Especially that the label on top is people. Okay, so we think it's the full moon. Oh, interesting. The Boogaloo is here in the pink words. So it's not when the time came the Boogaloo was summoned, because it's a green word. There is a full moon. However, when the time came, something was something. The wedding was interrupted, maybe? Or the castle was destroyed. Because we can say that the castle was destroyed. Maybe, yes. I have to change something. Okay, that's not correct. Okay. I'm not sure I've got the correct... When the time K, the something was something. Okay, I can clear this. Maybe I just need to find out more about the wedding, like... He said he was waiting for her, but he didn't, like, specify where exactly? And then he flew out. Okay, let's see if we can go anywhere else then. Talk to more people. Okay, we can't go through here until we give her juicy gossip. The princess was missing. I mean, he saw her run away, right? So she wasn't like full on missing. There's another road here. Okay. Ye old caution. Okay, so there is stuff around here. I can't see what's in the box room over here. If only I had a smart creature who would explore for me. I mean, I do have a small creature, so let's see. Okay, there's money and some letters. A diamond? Really? Is this some feeble attempt to undermine me? I trust you haven't forgotten our bargain. I've summoned a special minion straight from Voltex to ensure you stay loyal to your word. Don't be a fool, you know there are worse fates than death. Okay. Interesting. So the minion from Voltex, that's the imp in the shop, right? Because I think that's what they said they were. Unless there are more. So this is talking about the emblem changing to a diamond. Interesting. What else is here? Like some chairs thrown about, a safe. We can't click on that. Oh, because we're using the rat right now. I bet there's something important in that safe. There always is. Oh, it's locked. I wonder what the combination is. Yes, exactly. What is the combination to the safe? There's some broken door. This is what's left of the castle. I won't stick around here too long. Yes, we don't wanna... Yes, the boogaloo is really close. We don't wanna get crushed. As a truthmeister, I would never disobey a vaguely official-looking sign. If only I didn't have literacy. Yes. Because we can read the sign, we can't just, like, break into past the tape. Looks like this was part of the castle. Okay, so there is like a heart symbol. So potentially that might be the old emblem. Yeah, we have literacy too. I mean, it makes sense. We can read the scroll, right? So how would we do it? And we've read books. So it's been confirmed. Okay, I guess nothing else really here. Yeah, that's just what's left of the castle. I think the letter implies the princess might be the one behind the summoning. I mean, it implies there's definitely some sort of thing happening. Like, people were definitely having some sort of shady dealings, right? Do we have any juicy gossip to tell to the herald? Hear me, hear me. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about the extra people. I guess the juicy gossip would be solving one of the scrolls. Okay, but can you tell me about the new people there? The baker. She might be a sweet old lady now. But did you know she was basically the biggest outlaw ever? Way back in the day, I heard she was even enemies with King Kurt. Now she makes pies with sugar and potatoes. But where do potatoes come from, Riki? I've never, like, seen one out in the wild. Okay. Potatoes are suspicious. Old king? That guy was older than dirt. He just wandered around the castle grumbling to himself most days. He was kind of a dumbbell, respectfully. I tried to get to know him. You could have, like, confided in me, you know. I can keep a secret. Seriously, rude. Okay. She, like, not happy with the old king, because he wasn't a gossip. But what about the prince? Can you believe it, Riki? The prince of still bad musical and poetical sensation, Atticus Bloodhope, is here. In Knotgud. Do you know how much social cred I get if I was even seen talking to him? I'm the 32nd and a half most popular person in Knotgud, so I can pull it off. The problem is he stays up all night, but I can never find him. Like, seriously, where does he go? I mean, he's a vampire, so I think you can figure that out, okay? So, well, she doesn't have all much else to say. You didn't hear it from me, okay. So do we have to figure out the scroll? What's the population level in Knotgud? 33. I mean, it's not a big town. Let's just say that. 25. So the wedding was to take place under something. Is it full moon? Is it something else? What else we have? Bell tolls. Curse dagger, decayed diamond. Full moon, grove, heart life, love magic, potato. A wedding under a potato. Shadow silver space, sugar, turnips, vampire vines, wedding watermarks. Okay, I mean, not a lot of words here make sense even for the wedding, right? The full moon was a good guess because it's one of the few words that make sense here, presuming we're not missing much. The best weddings are under potatoes. Like, the only one that kind of makes sense, maybe the bell tolls, but it's not really an under bell tolls, right? It was just to signal the start of the wedding rather than being, like, constant over the wedding. So maybe the full moon is right. You'll always be alright as long as you've got your potato, yes. Emotional support potato. It's very important. However, when the time came, something was something. I mean, we tried castle was destroyed, that made sense, but it wasn't it, right? I mean, the new king was killed, but does that really, you know, does that really make sense in part of the wedding? So the blue words, like, as I understand it, we're not gonna get any more blue words. Those are all of them. So whatever this says must be in here. So destroyed was what we tried to use. Melted. Missing. I mean, it could be like the princess was missing or whatever. Because she had to flee, right? Because of the attack. The princess was missing? No, it's not that. I mean, she wasn't really missing. She was out running for her life. Like, it's throwing me that this isn't the beast, right? This is something else. Yeah, I was thinking it's the boogaloo was summoned, but the boogaloo is the pink word. So it can't go here. Right? That's why I'm kind of thrown by this, because we don't get the boogaloo here. Yeah, it's pink word. That's what it's causing me trouble. Huh. I don't know if I, like, missed something he said. Prince was strict. So yeah, talk to me again about the disaster. Yeah, what is there to say? Yeah, a giant shadow creature was summoned and trampled my wedding. Okay, so it does say trampled my wedding, not just like, oh, you know, the castle was destroyed, people died, so the wedding was cancelled. He does specifically say it was trampled. Yeah, not good, the spice is still bad, and this proves it. Yes, I was threatened at the festival with the silver dagger. This whole thing was foolish. He should have never arranged it. Yeah, he's just staying here. How did you escape? I was at the wedding place, right? So that's it might be the information we're also missing because we went for the full moon, but he's like not telling us where the wedding was. So maybe someone else knows this. Waiting for my bride. The ceremony had just started. Heard the bells ringing, then a blast of a cannon. Flew into the sky to see what was going on. Yeah, so the boogaloo tear down the castle. Giant vines started to grow all around me. I fled into town. And then I've been hiding out. Giant vines started to grow around him. The vines grew in the turnip field, right? So he was in the turnip field? Like, was that where the wedding was? Yeah, did vines grow near the castle? Well, no, I saw them growing is what I meant, right? Like, he's lying about where he was. It's the most romantic of wedding venues. I mean, as the farmer, he will tell you. Did you see what happened to the princess? She made it out unharmed, I've heard. I haven't seen her since the festival. I was relieved to hear she's fine. But I'm not seeing anyone else. I don't know who I can trust. Yeah, not good is not great. Okay. And then there was something in here, right? This is a poem he's working on. It says, to the one who fills my starving soul, try as they might, they cannot keep us apart, right? He's writing this letter to someone, but it's like, you know, he's about to marry the princess, so surely you wouldn't say that to the princess you're about to marry, that they cannot keep us apart. So is he in love with someone else? Though we may come from different worlds, our hearts are as one. Like, yes, they come from different worlds, like different kingdoms, but it could also be someone like, he's the prince and he's in love with like a servant girl or something, with the rat peddler. I regret that our meeting was interrupted. I long to see you again. Once we are married, they... Hey, this isn't yours to read. Yeah, so this feels like he was seeing someone else. When the time came... So was the prince missing from the wedding, right? Because it seems like he was out in the field rather than being where he was supposed to get married if he saw the vines grow around him. The prince was what? Missing... Yes, there we go. Okay, so he wasn't at the wedding place. He was out in the turnip field. Got it. Another truth uncovered. The Herald will be interested to hear the juicy gossip. Okay, we got him in a lie. So now to the Herald. I found the juicy truth. It turns out the prince never came to the wedding. What? Riki, what did you say? I said, this is really juicy, Riki. I can't believe it. This is the biggest scandal since the king wore two different color socks. Can I go through now? Yeah, fine, whatever. Oh, and guess what? I wasn't like digging through the trash, but I did find something under the trash inside the trash can. It's a love letter. There's a like gossip gold mines. Hear me, hear me. Okay, well, we don't have anything else to talk to you about. Yes, I assume she means this, right? Because we've already read this. Oh no, this is just the Emporium. Does she have the... Did we already read it? Oh yes, that's the... Not this. That's the tasks. That's it, right? That was the... Yes. The love letter about the sport and everything. Yes. That's what it was. Like, you're not like a rat. Okay, so she's not the one writing it. It's what she found. Okay, so we already knew about it. She's like, I found a letter, and I'm like, wow, your gossip is so outdated because I already knew about it. So now we're allowed to go here. And now we're in the graveyard. But I am mindful of the time. There is a shovel here and a gargoyle. I don't see the princess, and there's more scratches. Yes, I'm mindful of the fact that it's been 3 hours, so it's almost 11 here. And so it might be time to wrap this up for today. And then we can come back tomorrow and we can continue with this game, because I assume we want to find out. We want to find out all the juicy gossip and all the happenings in the kingdom, because so far it does seem like, yes, the prince was in love with someone else. And then the herald seems to be in love with the princess. The new king might be the old king. So there are many reasons why people may want to get this whole thing cancelled, the kingdom destroyed, and yes, and where do potatoes come from? They have a turnip field, they don't have a potato field, so that's also something important for us to uncover. So I will see you all tomorrow for more of this, more of this truth-finding exercise. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I hope you've had a good time uncovering the mysteries so far. And as always, thanks for coming here, thanks for chatting, thanks for just watching and lurking in the background. Thank you to everyone who liked the stream. And as always, thank you to all the members for supporting the channel. And yes, I hope you have a good rest of your day, good night, and then good week going forward. So yes, thank you all so much, and bye-bye!